The night of October 27, 2025, turned Russia into a battlefield of the skies, as air defenses obliterated a staggering 193 Ukrainian drones swarming across multiple regions. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense, this was one of the most massive drone assaults in recent months, with unmanned aerial vehicles raining down like a sci-fi invasion. From the southern plains of Rostov to the outskirts of Moscow, the night was lit up by the flashes of anti-aircraft systems in action. In Rostov Oblast, the districts of Milerovo and Shalakovsky became hot zones, with drones plummeting to the ground after being intercepted. Moscow's Mayor Sergei Sobyanin reported that 30 drones were neutralized before they could reach the capital, forcing a temporary shutdown of major airports like Domodedovo and Zhukovsky. The ripple effect spread, grounding flights in Kaluga, Volgograd, Saratov, and Samara as authorities scrambled to secure the airspace. Emergency crews are now combing through the wreckage, sifting through debris scattered across fields and forests. Social media on X buzzed with reactions, some users joking about the drone apocalypse, while others speculated about the technological and strategic implications of such a large-scale attack. The sheer number of drones has sparked debates about Ukraine's capabilities and whether this signals a new phase in the conflict. Meanwhile, the Special Military Operation (SVO) rages on with all the intensity of a high-stakes chess match. Russian forces have scored a victory by liberating the village of Rodinskoe on the Покровск direction, a key area where the front line is shifting rapidly. The battles around Krasnoarmysk, also known as Покровск, are heating up, with Russian troops pushing hard against entrenched Ukrainian positions. Military analyst Yuri Podolyaka dropped a bombshell in his latest briefing, revealing that Ukrainian forces launched a daring counterattack near Dobropolye. They stormed into Kucherov Yar and managed to dislodge Russian units from Rubizno, a move aimed at disrupting Russia's advance toward Shikovo. The maneuver caught many by surprise, highlighting the fluidity of the front lines. President Vladimir Putin added fuel to the fire by issuing a direct call to Ukrainian fighters encircled in Donetsk and Kharkiv regions: lay down your arms. The offer came as reports surfaced that Ukrainian authorities had begun evacuating Kupiansk, a strategic city in the northeast. On X, users shared maps showing Russian gains, with some claiming the tide is turning decisively. Others pointed to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's cryptic remarks about the expiration date of his regime, sparking wild speculation about Kyiv's next moves. The frontline map as of October 27 shows Russian forces inching forward, but the Ukrainian counterstrike proves the fight is far from one-sided. Across the border, Ukraine wasn't catching a break either. Explosions rocked Kherson and Konotop in Sumy Oblast overnight, sending shockwaves through local communities. Konotop's mayor, Artem Semenikin, took to social media to report air raid alerts followed by the unmistakable sound of blasts. Russian forces currently control 76% of Kherson Oblast, with Henichesk serving as the administrative hub. The situation in Kherson remains tense, with Russian troops maintaining a firm grip despite sporadic Ukrainian attempts to disrupt their hold. In Kyiv, political drama is stealing the spotlight. A Ukrainian parliament deputy publicly blasted Zelensky, declaring that peace is impossible, as long as Zelensky is in power. The accusation sent ripples through Ukrainian media, with some outlets framing it as a sign of growing dissent within the country's leadership. On X, posts about the Kherson and Sumy explosions trended briefly, with users sharing unverified videos of smoke rising over the cities. The information war rages alongside the physical one, as both sides push competing narratives about the strikes. Back in Russia, the home front is buzzing with its own challenges and quirks. Starting October 27, workers across the country are buckling up for a 6-day workweek, a government-mandated grind that stretches through Saturday. The move compensates for a holiday on November 3, when Russia celebrates National Unity Day. Social media is flooded with memes, with some joking about needing extra coffee to survive the marathon and others grumbling about the extra workday. But it's not all gloom. Russia's economy is getting a boost from an unexpected source: coal. Prices for Russian energy and metallurgical coal are soaring, driven by optimism about China's economic recovery and the looming winter season. Analysts say the surge could bolster Russia's export revenues, a critical lifeline amid ongoing sanctions. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov added a diplomatic twist, noting a subtle shift in the White House's rhetoric on Ukraine. On X, some users interpreted this as a sign of Washington rethinking its strategy, while others dismissed it as diplomatic posturing. The coal price spike, meanwhile, has sparked debates about energy security, with some Russians proudly touting their country's resource wealth. In Moscow, the weather is serving up a classic autumn vibe: cloudy skies, a light drizzle, and temperatures hovering around 10 degrees Celsius. The Hydrometeorological Center predicts moderate rain in some areas, but nothing to derail the capital's daily hustle. Muscovites are pulling out their umbrellas and scarves, unfazed by the gloomy forecast. The city's resilience mirrors the national mood: grit through the challenges, whether it's rain or drone attacks. Social media posts show cozy scenes of coffee shops packed with people escaping the drizzle, while others share tips for navigating the muddy streets. The weather might be gray, but Moscow's spirit remains vibrant. Adding a touch of mysticism to the day, October 27 marks Paraskevi Gryaznuki, or Paraskeva Friday, in Russia's folk calendar. Tradition holds that pregnant women should avoid combing their hair to ward off bad luck, a quirky superstition that has ex-users chuckling and sharing stories of their babushkas' warnings. The day is also said to bring vivid, prophetic dreams, prompting some to post about their wildest nighttime visions. One user quipped, "Dreamed of a drone-free sky last night, guess that's not happening anytime soon." The blend of ancient tradition and modern chaos is quintessentially Russian, with Paraskeva's Day serving as a reminder of the country's deep cultural roots. The drone attacks, naturally, dominated online chatter. Ex-users marveled at the scale of the assault, with one viral post joking, 193 drones. That's not an attack, that's a full-on air show. Others debated the logistics, questioning how Ukraine managed to deploy such a fleet and what it means for Russia's air defenses. Some shared grainy videos of explosions lighting up the night sky, though verification remains tricky. The attacks have fueled a mix of bravado and concern, with users praising the military's response while wondering if more is coming. The 6-day workweek also sparked a wave of humor, with memes about surviving Saturday at the office trending alongside complaints about work-life balance. Meanwhile, the coal price surge has some users dreaming of economic windfalls, with one joking, "Time to invest in a coal mine." The blend of geopolitics, folklore, and everyday gripes paints a vivid picture of Russia today. On the ground, emergency services are still assessing the fallout from the drone attacks, with reports of minor property damage but no confirmed casualties as of now. The military remains on high alert, and analysts expect both sides to escalate their use of unmanned systems. The SVO's latest developments, particularly the Ukrainian counterattack, have military bloggers dissecting every move, with some predicting a prolonged stalemate in key areas. Putin's call for surrender, meanwhile, has ignited fierce debates, with some seeing it as a psychological tactic and others as a genuine olive branch. Across the border, Ukraine's internal political turmoil adds another layer of uncertainty, as Zelensky faces growing pressure. Russia's coal boom, while a bright spot, comes with questions about sustainability and global market shifts. And through it all, Muscovites trudge through the rain, while folk traditions like Paraskeva's Day weave a thread of continuity amid the chaos.